You can often find me sneaking around in the kitchen, quietly moving around preparing a glass of milk just to indulge in some Oreo cookies, which are my favorite. It doesn't take long for me to mess this up though. As I open the container, I always can't manage to not make that crinkling sound that it does. And my wife in the other room hears this. She knows what's going on. So she immediately tells my oldest son Connor, "Hey, go see what your dad is doing." And I hear this, so I panic. I grab a whole bunch of cookies and I shove them into my mouth as my son comes around the corner, asking, "Hey Daddy, what you doing?" Who am I to lie to a 4-year-old? So I immediately tell him, "Nothing," as cookie crumbs spill out of my mouth. I am totally busted, but my son plays along with it. He asks, "Let me see what's in your mouth." The jig is up. Nothing to do but smile with Oreo stained teeth. Greetings everybody, my name is Joseph O'Donnell. I am here today to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to tell you about what I consider family. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my military career and how these two things play into the All-American Dad. Now that you know what I'm here to do, let's go ahead and talk about family. Family to me isn't just the people that share the last name O'Donnell. Family to me are the people that surround my life. They are the people that care for me as much as I care for them. The three most important people in my family are my wife and my two boys, Connor and Braden. My wife is my best friend. I could go on and on about her. She has blessed me with two boys, Connor and Braden, who are my mini-me's. They're going to carry on my last name. I am definitely a husband and a father. These are what I do in my family. Not only are these three people important to me, but the people that surround me in my military career or even in life, my friends. These are people I consider my family. Now that you know what I consider family, let's go ahead and talk about the other half of my life, the military. I've been in the military now for 14 years. I've been fortunate enough to serve along some of the greatest people in the world. I started off in Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana, where I learned the ins and outs of my job, security forces. From there, I moved to Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland, where I learned a different part of the military, the political side. After that, I served 365 days. That's a year in Iraq, training the Iraqi police and the Iraqi army. That's where I knew I was going to stay in. From there, I moved to Germany, where I currently reside. However, I'm deployed. Why? Because that's the military. That's a part of who I am. Now that you know what I consider the military, doing the military and how it affects me, let's go ahead and talk about what my friends call me, the All-American Dad. The All-American Dad to me is that guy living the American dream. You know, in my opinion, the All-American Dad is the guy who lives or works for a federal government or the military, has a house, white picket fence, family at home, you know, the dogs, wearing the bandana with the flag. That's the All-American Dad to me. But my friends told me I'm an All-American Dad because, one, I have love for my country and for the people around me that I call my family. In conclusion, who stands before you today is Joseph O'Donnell. Family to me is very important. My wife and my two boys are the most important part of my family. But family isn't just the people that share my last name. They're the people that surround my life and love me just as much as I love them. The other half I've told you about is the military, how it shaped me, how it's molded me into the person that stands before you today. And how these two things play a role as far as the American Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you have a wonderful day.